And I was just reading the book of Matthew, and I just be like, just seeing how a lot of people, amen, hearts become colossal. So you really look at the soul of Matthew, right? It says, you will ever be hearing but never understanding, right? And it says, you will ever be seeing but never perceiving, for this people's heart has become colossal. So it's like people don't want to hear nothing about Christ, because the enemy, it's like the enemy has came and snatched what was sown into thy heart. So your heart become colossal, right? So really, if your heart like that means God really gave you over to a reprobate man, because reprobate mind, because it said God knew you was before you was in your mother's womb, right? I mean, you got a choice to whether you want to follow Christ or not, but the enemy come and snatch what's on in people's heart. So they'd rather follow Christ. So it says not follow Christ, they'd rather follow the enemy, right? So it say whatever your heart desires and what your treasures will be also. So it's just saying, like, basically whatever your heart desires, that's what you're gonna chase after. And a lot of people don't have the faith because they faith ain't strong. And if you read this, it says, this seed sown along the path, the one who received the seed that fell on the rocky places, is the man who hears the word and once receives it with joy, right? But since he has no root, no stability, he lasts only a short time. And that's when your faith become weak, right? Because God said God bless those who endure to the end. So they come with faith, endurance. Amen. So, and it says, when trouble or persecution come because of the word, he quickly falls away. It say the one who received the seed that fell on among the thorns is the man that hears the word, but words of the life and deceitful wealth choke it up, making it unfruitful. So you feel a lot of people, amen, they don't have no faith, and they start losing their faith and they wither away, amen, basically because they don't have no root, which means they don't have no foundation. So, it's basically like they don't put their trust in God. And it's like they worry about the worldly thing and they start putting their trust in the world. If you really look at it, a lot of people's heart has become colossal. It's like the enemy just came and snatched what was sown into their heart. Yeah, they hear it, but they ain't perceiving it. So, and like I say, God also give a lot of people over to a reprobate mind because they rejecting God. That's why I say, if you hated knowledge, you hated my knowledge, you hated wisdom. So it means you hate God. So that's why God let the enemy came and snatched what was sown into their heart and gave you a hardened heart like he did Pharaoh. And a lot of people, amen, they choke up in the face just because they can't endure. So that's why God said God bless those who endure to the end. So if you really think about it, they don't have the capacity to endure. So you know what? They lack off in the faith and they condemn themselves. And it's like they let the enemy come and snatch what was sown into their heart, and their heart become colossal.